Well, good morning, dear students. In last class, we could discuss one of the basic aspect of English grammar, that was articles. Today, we discuss another interesting aspect of English grammar, that is prepositions. When you look at the language, any language, in a language, what is most important? The words and their functions. In English language, there are lax together words. It will be not possible to learn all the existed words in a particular language within a limited of time. So that what the grammarians or what the linguists have done, they have reduced all the words into 8 forms or 8 words. They are only called parts of speech. Parts of speech. Parts of speeches are having their own functions. They are, as you have already studied, there are 8 words. They are only called parts of speeches. Parts of speeches means every day we use them. It's part of our speech. Either in the form of writing or while speaking we often use, they are called parts of speech. They are only 8. So parts of speeches have their own functions, from noun to interjection, noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. So all the existed words in language, in English, they reduce it into 8. They are only called parts of speech. Among them, so today we discuss one, that is preposition. Preposition is a word which shows the relationship between 2 grammatical words in a sentence. See, look at these examples. The book is on the table. Children play in the garden. Principal went in to the classroom. I stay in Mumbai. So these are simple examples. These help us to know what is preposition. So preposition is a word, it's an important word which shows the relationship between 2 grammatical words. For example, the book is on the table. So look at the word on here. The book is on the table. Children play in the garden. Principal went into the classroom. Or I stay in Mumbai. When you see these underlying words or prepositions which are showing the relationship between 2 grammatical words here, the book is different and the table. The book is on the table. If you read the sentence without on, the sentence will be not perfect. It doesn't give proper meaning. The sentence will be incomplete. Grammatically, the sentence will be wrong. How? The book is the table. The sentence is not at all having, it is not at all perfect. Grammatically this sentence is not correct. So that the book is on the table, this word on is showing the relationship between the table and the book. At the same time, same example here, the children play in the ground. If you read the sentence without the word in, preposition in, the sentence will be not correct. Children play the garden. Not at all. So here on and in are having important role to make the sentence perfect and grammatically correct. Same, principal went into the classroom. If you read the sentence without into, principal went to the classroom, it is meaningless sentence. Sentence will be not grammatically correct. So that on, in, into, I stay in Mumbai is also, if you read I stay in Mumbai is not correct sentence until you use the word in, that is preposition. So preposition is a word which shows the relationship between two grammatical words. Maybe it is noun or pronoun, noun or object, so that subject or object, so that prepositions are very important to make sentence grammatically correct. So what are the prepositions? Basically, prepositions are divided by three types, divided into three types. One is preposition of time, preposition of places, and prepositions of movement. For example, if you see at, in, on. So these show the prepositions of time. Time, where to say at, where to use in, and where to use on. At, in, on. And preposition of time, preposition of places. Preposition of places are like behind, below, besides, towards, over, in front of, above, under. These are prepositions of, for example, behind, below, under, in front of, over, beside. So these are all prepositions of places, and preposition of times like prepositions of movement like towards, into, on, onto, up, away, around. So there are so many. These are prepositions of movement, prepositions of time, prepositions of places. Let us know this in detail, where to use these prepositions. For example, at, in, on. Usually at is referred, is used at that when we use time. I take class at 9 o'clock in the morning. I take class at 9 o'clock in the morning. In the morning. So that while using time, when we talk about time, we should say at 9 o'clock. We should not say on 9 o'clock. So here in. And one more use of at, when we are talking about an area. For example, my brother stays in Bangalore at Jayanagar. So when we talk about the area which is bigger at that time, we should say in, and compared to that area, if we talk about which is small area in the city, at that time we should say at. My brother stays in Bangalore at Jayanagar, we should say. I studied in Gulbarga at Sri Guru. Or for example, so at we talk about when we describe or talk about a smaller area compared to, if two places are there, when we talk about an area which is bigger, at that time we should say in, and at is smaller area compared to that. In is also when we talk about year, or for example in the morning, in the afternoon, at the night. So on days, and when we are talking about days, we should use the word on. On Sunday, I will be out of station on Sunday. There will be a holiday on Saturday. So when we talk about the days, at the time we should use on, and in we talk when we use the time, like morning, afternoon, evening at that time. And in the month of January there will be cold. So when we talk about the months at the time, also we can use the word in. On in second week on Sunday, or when we talk about the days at that time, we should use the word days on, and in weeks and months, and for year we should use in. At we use for the time, particular time when we talk about, at that time we should use the word at. And there are so many words, like still there are words like, if you see, since, for, by, with, at, above, on, into, towards, behind, beside, below, under, through, from. So there are so many prepositions that, so often we get confused here that where to use the word since and for. So when we are talking about a time of period which is not certain at the time, we should say since. For example, it has been raining since last week. It has been raining since last week. So we do not know, last week is not particularly mentioned. Last week is not showing the proper time, particular time at that time. It has been raining since last week. But for it has been raining for 2 days. So here 2 days mentioned properly. The time of period, the period of time is mentioned 2 days. At the time you should say for. And since, if there is no proper mention of time at the time, you should say since. So by is also it is referred that the class is conducted by. So with, I cut an apple with a knife. When we are talking about thing, at the time we should use the word with. Up which is not on, slightly which is up above the sky. Up the, look at on, above, and up. The book is on the table, which is touched, which is kept on the table, and up which is referred. So more than on, and above is completely above and over our head, above the head. No, which is not touched. So at that time you should say over and above. As I said that into, when something gets into or someone goes into the classroom. Towards shows the direction. Behind also, these show. So towards is a preposition of movement, whereas behind shows the preposition of places. Preposition of places. My house is behind the central bus stand. So if you talk about the place, at that time you should use the word behind. Beside, Kiran go and sit beside Praveen. When you see the place, at that time also we could use the word beside. Below. For example, if you see below, below average. My friend scored marks below the average. When we talk about, here, what I can say, below is also used for places. At that time you should use the word below and under. Under, the cat sat under the table, which shows the place, preposition of place. Through, the train went through the tunnel. Or elephant went through the forest. At that time also we can use the word through. So these are different types of prepositions, like preposition of time, preposition of movement, preposition of places. Now let us do some examples here. There are few examples, we should do them, which is there in your practical. Now it is workbook. See some examples here. Raju's father is a mechanic. He works in a factory. He stays away from home for a whole week and comes home on Sundays. One day he came home in the morning at 9 o'clock. He sneaked into the house from the back door. After breakfast, he announced, Raju, I have brought you a watch. I have hidden it somewhere in the house. Look at this paragraph. Raju's father is a mechanic. In this sentence, this is one sentence. Raju's father is a mechanic. There is no preposition used. He works in a factory. So that here the word in is preposition. He works in a factory. If you read the sentence without the word in, the sentence will be not correct. He works a factory. It will not give proper meaning. So that here in is preposition, and he stays away from home. This is also preposition, and home for is also whole week, and comes home on Sundays. On is preposition. One day he came home in the morning. At 9 o'clock, he sneaked into somewhere in the house. See, these are these underlined words are prepositions which are having some this is showing that it's a preposition of place where Raju's father is working in a factory. He stays away from. It is showing that from where, so he is staying from away from home for is also showing time for a whole week, and he comes on Sundays. On Sundays, he is showing that the time on Sunday he will come. On Sunday, one day he came home in the morning. He is also showing the time and exact time at in and at are showing the time that on Sundays in the morning at 9 o'clock he sneaked into. It is showing the movement that into the house from where? From the back door. After he showing again time, the preposition of time. After breakfast he announced, Raju, I have brought you a watch. I have hidden it somewhere in the house. It is also showing the movement or it is showing the place in the place, preposition of place. So these are all prepositions. So preposition, so here how in, from, for, on, in, again, at, and into, from, after, and in. These are the prepositions. A preposition without using preposition, the sentence will be not correct. So here there are some examples. I will read it out. I'll read them out. Then just to write it in page number 5. He threw the ball across the throat. Across the throat. If you read the sentence without the word across, the sentence will be not correct. He threw the ball across the throat. Here across is a preposition. They drove along the road. They drove along the road is also along here preposition. Come and sit next to me. Next, which is showing that place. Come and sit next to me is also here next preposition. Please don't be angry with me. With the word here with, next, along and across are preposition. Without them, the sentence will be not correct. And there are some. Here another exercise. Revati go and sit beside and besides. So beside, there we should not get confused by using beside and besides. Besides shows one person's two possibilities. So Kiran is a teacher. Besides, he is a singer. Kiran. A teacher besides he is a singer means both qualities he has. Besides, so here beside is showing the place. Revati go and sit beside Shobha. Has the train from Mysore arrived? From Mysore arrived here. Don't eat anything between and in between. You should use don't eat anything in between meals. As it is bad for health. In between you should use. And between we should talk between when two persons we are talking about. If more than one are there, at that time you should use between. But if there are more than two, at that time you should use among. There is a competition between Kiran and Karthik. There is a competition between Kiran and Karthik. Only two are there. There is a competition among the students where there are more than two students. At that time we should say among. So Varun waited an hour for his sister at the bus stop. Here clearly mentioned an hour. You should say Varun waited for an hour for his sister at the bus stop. We should not say Varun waited since, because there is the time is clearly mentioned an hour, so that for Vidya is not afraid of anything. So there are some examples of these words. These sentences are not correct. We should correct them. The shops in the city open on 9 o'clock is wrong. The shops in the city open at 9 o'clock. When we are talking about the time, exactly time, he lives at Mumbai is absolutely wrong. he lives in Mumbai. He lives in Mumbai. He cut an apple by a knife is wrong. You should say that he cut an apple with a knife. When we are talking about thing, you should say that with a knife. It has been raining since 3 hours is wrong. It has been raining for 3 hours because there clearly time is mentioned. How many hours? 3 hours. In case it has been raining since last day, last week, at the time you should say since. But there is clearly mentioned the time, so that 3 hours, 4 hours, at the time you should use the word for. Distribute the mangoes between all the students is wrong because all the students are more than 2, so that distribute the mangoes among all the students. So like this, we should now use prepositions. As there are some more examples you see here, Columbus made his first voyage from Europe to America in 1492. So when we are talking about year, at the time we should say in. Neil Armstrong was the first man to walk on the moon on 21st July. In 21st, not on 21st July 1969. So first one is in 1492 and second one is on 21st July. I am just going out for shopping. I will be back in about 20 minutes. On about, at about, not in about 20 minutes I will be back. The course begins on 7 January and ends sometime in April, on and in. If the sky is clear, you can see the stars at night. Particularly when we talk night, we should say at, neither not on or in, we should say at night. If the sky is clear, you can see the stars at night. Shankar's brother is an engineer, but he doesn't have a job at the moment. At the moment, or not in the moment, on the moment, at the moment. The telephone and the doorbell rang at the same time. At the same time. My car is being repaired at the garage. It will be ready in 2 hours. It will be ready in 2 hours, we should say. So these are the examples. You should write them. And one more exercise here. The elephant walked through the forest and saw the man's hut. Here, neither on or onto, it is through. Mr. Heiner ran into the man's hut and howled for a place. Into. The ship sailed around the world, not through the world or over the world, it is around the world. The train went through the tunnel. The train went through the tunnel. The suitcase fell on the floor. She broke her leg when she fell off the stairs. So here, sixth one is off. The burglar made a mistake by running towards the policeman, which is showing the movement towards. I was tired after climbing up the hill, not climbing through the hill or into, it is up the hill. When the train arrived at my destination, I got off. Not I got into or got onto, it is I got off. The horse jumped over the fence. It should be the horse jumped over the fence. So there are another two examples. I will read it. George Bernard Shaw was a man of taste. He liked to have beautiful things, not about him. He liked to have beautiful things around him. He was one of the firm opinion that literature and beauty were both equally necessary in life, not on life. Beauty and literature were equally necessary in life, not on life. Once a visitor asked him, "You are a lover of, not you are a lover on. You are a lover of everything beautiful. How is it that I do not see any flowers in your room, not of your room? It should be in your room, though your garden is full of them." You are absolutely right, but I love children too. Is it necessary for me to show my love for them, not with them? Is it necessary for me to show my love for them by cutting off their heads and displaying them. So not from cutting, it is by cutting off their heads and displaying them in the vases. The visitor was speechless. So here, what are the prepositions we have chosen here? Around, in, of, in, by, for, in. So next one, a little girl who had been told that Lincoln was not very good looking was taken by her father to see the president at the White House, on the White House, not at the White House. Lincoln chatted with her for a while, not with a while, for a while, in his gentle, humorous way. Suddenly the girl called out, "Daddy is not ugly at all, he is just beautiful." So what are the prepositions we should use here? By, at and for. So these are the prepositions. So preposition is an important word which shows the relationship between two grammatical words in a sentence. Without them the sentence will be not accurate, grammatically it will be not correct. I hope that you have understood another aspect today, that is preposition. Next class we discuss subject and verb agreement. Thank you.